Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of Welcome to the Weekend. I just keep saying welcome twice. I thought I would have got out of that habit in the old place. Anyway, how are you doing? You okay? Well, this could be a very interesting show tonight. Just me on my lones. No Andrew. Andrew's back in a couple of weeks. No Charlie. So the way that I'm kind of thinking the show will work tonight, although I could be wrong, is really you can talk about anything you want. Well, I mean, I know we do normally anyway, but I mean, literally ring up 0161 818 2627 0161 818 2627 or on the Skype line at Reclaim Radio on Skype, or you can get me on Reclaim Radio 1 on Twitter, or on the Reclaim Radio Facebook page. But basically, yeah, just talk about whatever you want to this evening. A few things. I mean, we can talk about, you know, things that are big in the country, like the drop of the interest rate. We can talk about the battle of the cats between the Treasury and Number 10. Larry, I think the cat is. Talk about that. Talk about UKIP. What's the point? I don't mean what's the point of discussing UKIP. I mean, what is the point of UKIP? Because I honestly do not know anymore. There seems to be a bit of infighting. But I mean, literally anything. Talk about vegetarian stuff. Talk about, don't know, whatever you like, really. And if, you know, the conversation's not flowing that well, I'll just play pop songs. We'll just play some pop songs like you're in your bedroom singing into a hairbrush. That's how I used to do things when I was 13. I'm sure I used to pretend to be Rick Astley. Or Chesney Hawkes. That would be even worse, I feel. Yeah, but apart from that, loads of great music. Grusic, as we say. Right, so I'll just crack on with it now. You are listening to Kyle Solo on Reclaimed Radio.
Listening to Kyle Rickards on Reclaimed Radio.
I'm just Miss Dynamite.
Alien Ant Farm there with Smooth Criminal to start the show off, and Miss Dynamite. There you go, by Miss Dynamite. Strangely, I did go out with somebody who was at school with Miss Dynamite. There you go, strangely. But then again, I also went out with somebody who was at school with Anna Friel, so I don't know what it is. Don't know. Just seem to end up going out with people. That sounds awful. I go out with people who have some, don't know, famous friends. But there we go. Right, favourite part of the show. Don't forget Reclaim Radio. Kyle with you. 0161 818 2627 if you'd like to give us a ring. I don't have prepaid listen switched on at the minute. So if you ring in, I will put you straight on air. But although, you know, please don't swear, please don't effing Jeff, because I'd rather keep away from that whole hoary area. If I can use that word, I think I can. Right, anyway, earlier in the week, I chanced to speak to Glenn, who is working tonight, so he can't be on the show. I think he might be in with me next week, actually. So here you go. This is Glenn's Insight for the week. So you're listening to Reclaim Radio. Now Glenn is working a late shift as he does every other week, so I'm sure he will be back with us live next week. However, we have recorded this bit of audio. Glenn, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How you doing? How you doing, man? You okay?
I'm alright. I've just got home. It's currently 10:30 on a Tuesday night. I've been in work since 2 o'clock this afternoon till 10 tonight. A little bit tired. Apart from that, I'm alright.
I don't know how you do it. People were very impressed, by the way, with your contribution last week.
Which bit? The pop-up porn?
The pop-up porn, the chips, different types of chips. People loved it, so, you know.
The people didn't see, though. I sent you a picture of myself in Asda's on Sunday at the chip aisle, and there was a very wide selection.
Do you know, I did see that picture, and I was wondering, I thought you got that as a Google. Was that actually you taking the picture?
No, that was actually me in Asda's.
Oh, but right, so go on then. What classics have you got for us this evening, Glenn?
Well, what it is, the the start of Celebrity Big Brother,
Yeah.
and half of them I wouldn't even say they're celebrities. So it got me thinking.
Yeah.
In this day and age, what does it actually take to be a celebrity? When you look at people that are in the major media, we've got the woman who got a boobs done on the NHS, and then rooting back to Celebrity Big Brother, we're saying she'd have an abortion so she could go on the previous Celebrity Big Brother.
Right. Okay.
So how's that a celebrity? She got a boob job on NHS. And then this Lisa Mafia, I don't know what she goes under now. She's the one with the big boobs in Big Brother at the minute.
Okay.
She become a celebrity because she was absolutely, I don't know a nice way to put it. She was horrendous. She was on X Factor, weren't she?
Oh, Katie Weasel.
Is that what she's called now?
Katie Weasel, I believe.
She was called Lisa Mafia at the time.
Okay.
She managed to hook up with a multi-millionaire, and now she's living a lifestyle, but she's a celebrity. But this is the one. This is the one that really gets me.
Can I have a get? Go on.
Go on. What do you think? What's the worst way I feel people become celebrities?
Well, I think it's by appearing on reality TV shows, surely.
Yeah. And it's Geordie Shore and Jersey Shore in America. Geordie Shore is literally a group of lads and lasses that go out every night of the week, get absolutely steaming, sleep with each other and sleep with everybody else. Now, I'm not being funny, Kyle. When I were in my teens, on a Friday night, I'd go out, get absolutely steaming, and go home. You know, sometimes I'd wake up, hugging the toilet, collapsing in bed. You know what I mean? So where's my check in the post? Because I'm doing exactly what they're doing, going out getting drunk. How can you be a celebrity because you sleep around?
But it was a very different time, wasn't it? I think if you had sort of done what you do now, then you would probably be a celebrity, wouldn't you?
Well, probably would be. Yeah, it just annoys me, because you obviously as a celebrity, you it's a celebration of that person. So when you think of celebrities like Paul McCartney, Beatles, done loads for charity. You look at James Corden, Peter Kay, you know, just you could go on and on. They do things for charities. They're decent people, you know, and then you look at it and you think, well, so and so. Oh well, she slept with 200 and odd people, and she's got 6 kids to 4 different dads. How's that? How can you be a celebrity for sleeping around, getting drunk, being completely dishonourable to everything, being moralless? That's what really gets me down. And I thought I'd bring it across because I know that people will be listening and they'll be nodding their head and they'll be saying, you know what, it's absolutely right. So what I want from you listeners tonight, because I will be listening, is who do they feel, who is in like the media at the minute, that has got there for all the wrong reasons?
Well,
go on. I'm going to say even political, like Nigel Farage.
Do you know what? I was thinking you were sounding a bit like Nigel Farage during that little rant, Glenn.
No, you know what I mean? He's a racist.
Right.
You know, it comes down to that. Whether you say, well, he's got. Some people say, oh, he's got a point, and he's not got a point. But he's just racist, and he's just smart. He does it politically. He says the right things every so often. When it comes down to it, he's just a racist.
So what's your take? What's your take on Donald Trump then, out of interest?
Well, he's an absolute fool, isn't he? can't really go wrong with Donald Trump. He's had multiple. Yeah, he's a billionaire, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's obviously got some brains behind him. But I know I could be wrong because I'm sure he's bankrupt. I'm sure I read somewhere he's bankrupt. 6 companies, or he just bankrupts companies when they're not going to work, just so he can create the money. He's not a nice guy. He's is this with if I become president, I'm going to ban Muslims from America. Now, I'm not being funny. I'm sure that, like in England, Muslim populations, the business people, they create wealth. Now, whether you feel about, some Muslims do cause controversy in this country, and they have quite some of the views, people can be a little bit, that's not right, the Sharia law. But, you know what I mean? It's the same as, like, Christian people. You get some Christian people that take things to the complete different level. You know what I mean? So what's he? Who is he to say? Well, we're going to ban Muslims. So then you have no Muslims coming in. So then someone in the Jewish community says something he doesn't like. What's he going to say then? Well, I tell you what, we're not going to have any Jews in California anymore. Where does it end? Where's the line? He's just an idiot.
I worry, Glenn, that this is getting dangerously close to being a real political debate. I
know it could be, couldn't it? It could be.
Do you not want to tell? Do you not want to tell me some more facts about chips instead? Because that was good. Yeah. People seem to like that.
They made that potato.
All right then. What have
I don't know. I feel the listeners might be a little bit shocked because it's gone a little bit. It's cutting edge. You know what I mean? I'm straight to the point this week.
It's a different string to your bow, Glenn. Certainly.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to be silly, but sometimes like you've got to tell it straight. This week seems to be one of them weeks.
Right. Well,
I'm sure people can agree with me on the points that I've put across. Stupid celebrities and people that are in the public eye for all the wrong reasons.
Right. Well, I shall put it out there. But I'm amazed that you haven't come up with anything that's just like conjured from the depths of your mind.
I'll tell you what.
Go on.
I'll give you a random fact right here off the top of my head.
All right. Go on.
If you got a penny and you dropped it down a hole that went to the core of the earth, it would take exactly 45 minutes to reach the earth's core.
But how do you know that?
Because I know everything. Well, I don't know everything, that's a lie. It's just something that I've learned a few years back and remembered. So you've got your straight edge, and I've just chucked a little bit of bullshine in there.
a bit of banter. Well, Glenn,
Glenn,
thank you for that. And I'm sure you will be back with us live next week if you choose to be.
I'll be back. Obviously, I'll try and drop a message in during the show. If not, I hope you have a great show, and I hope all the listeners are fine.
Brilliant. Well, I shall pass that on to them, Glenn. Thank you very much for doing this with us tonight.
That's no worries.
All right. Cheers, Glenn. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
I'll try that again. So that was Glenn there. I did like the bit where he called Donald Trump is just a fool. It's just an absolute fool. I'm not quite sure what Glenn's point was. I think it was about the cult of celebrity, maybe, possibly. I don't know, but he was ranting. Or you might want to call him out on his 45 minutes to get to the core of the earth. Who knew? You see? There we go. 0161 818 2627. I believe I have a call and line caller. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Ah, hello. Is that
Hello.
Is that Vicky?
It is, yes.
I recognise your dulcet tones. How can I help you then, Vicky?
Well, I enjoyed Glenn's rant very much.
What was he on?
I don't know. I mean, I tuned him out in the middle, but I thought he hit on some very cohesive points at times.
Mm-hmm.
But I have an interesting fact about Donald Trump.
Oh, go on.
Well, a few years ago, I went to Las Vegas, where Donald Trump has a hotel.
Yeah.
And as part of a guided tour that I did, where they do a bit of, here's a bit of local information type thing.
Were you delivering the tour, or were you a participant in it?
I was a recipient of the information.
Okay.
I was not sadly the tour guide.
Okay.
But apparently, because Donald Trump has been declared bankrupt X amount of times, the Nevada Gaming Commission won't let him have a gambling license, so he can't have a casino in Vegas. He can only have a hotel.
Ah, now, because Glenn said about that, didn't he, that he'd been declared bankrupt a few times?
Yes.
Ah.
And I think that's very amusing.
Is that where Trump Plaza is?
No, that's New York. That's like Trump Tower.
Right, okay.
And Trump Plaza is part of that. But this is just a massive gold-plated monstrosity in Las Vegas. Yeah, but no casino, so you can go to Vegas. You can't gamble because he, is apparently a financial liability.
Well, did you see that thing in the week about the baby crying? Have you seen that?
I've not seen the footage. I've seen lots of hilarious memes. None of them are particularly friendly.
I just can't, because I think the gist of it wasn't it, that he sort of said, "Oh, I love babies," and 2 minutes later went, "No, I can't stand them, really."
I'll be fair. I'm the same. I'm not saying I agree with Trump on many things, but his child policy, certainly, get it out.
Hey, there you go. I've got a question for you, actually. You're into your haute couture, are you not?
Am I?
Well, I like to think that you are a dedicated follower of fashion.
Very nice, thanks.
Well, thank you. A bit of a Kinks reference there. So, I've been growing a beard for the past month, and which, I'll be honest with you, looks like a desperate cry for help, really. But
more so than usual.
Well, yeah, a little bit. But I've been growing a full beard, which I don't think my friend Charlie likes it very much. I think it's a bit weird. However, Are you
going for the full Osama?
I might cut that bit out. I'm sure there are many people called Osama, not necessarily that one. I don't know. I'm going to stop digging now.
I don't want a fatwa.
Or even a thin one.
Thinwa, you cheeky little swine. I was going to say that.
Oh, you were going to see. This is what happens when we've got the same mind. Anyway, I bought on eBay. I love eBay, brilliant place. And I actually bought a double-ended. Yeah. I'm sorry, Vicky. Something you want to say? Something you want to get off your chest?
No, I'd like you to finish that sentence, though.
Right, I bought myself a double-ended beard brush.
That's even more ridiculous.
Why? What did you think? No, don't say what you think I'd bought. So I bought a beard brush. So it's soft on one side and hard on the other. And the idea is that you grim your beard.
Right. So at what point would you say that's too soft now? I need to be firmer with it.
Well, I don't know, because I tried the hard setting, if you will, the other week. I say setting, it's just a brush. But I tried it, and to be honest with you, it nearly took my skin off. Really did. Very harsh. You
haven't bought by accident like a foot scrubber thing, have you? And there's a little sort of brush at one end and a pummel at the other end.
No, but mine, I'll tell you what.
Pumice, not pummel.
No, I knew what you meant, but I do remember my nan bought a ped egg once, which was unfortunately named as the product goes. But,
Peg.
Yeah. And but yeah, she bought a ped egg, which is like that thing for removing hard skin off your feet. Calluses, I think is the word.
See, I find those quite weird, because when I'm, doing your feet, I don't want to collect the bits.
Well, this is the beauty of the ped egg, and I feel like I'm doing some cheap advertising for them, is it's obviously got like a little... It clips together, and the bits of rough skin are collected in the bowl bit, if you will.
But that's it. I don't want to collect them. I'm happy for them to sort of sprinkle wherever they need, and then sort of get hoovered up later. I don't want to have to deal with it like, bits of parmesan.
Well, just tip it in the bin.
Oh.
I would. Anyway, so from on the back of the beard brush, I am thinking now, this is too much of a faff. I'm thinking of just shaving the beard, shaving it all off. Shaving it, everything, all the hair.
Can I ask you a question now?
Yeah, of course I can.
How much was the beard brush?
I don't think we need to get into specifics of...
that says all we need to know.
It was under £5.
Oh, well, that's all right. I thought you were going to say it was like $19.99 and I was going to have to disown you.
No, but there is like a barber shop around the corner from where I work, and they charged something like £90 for something similar. Because somebody went in to buy a gift for somebody. It was about £90. Hence, I don't go there to get my hair cut. But I just think it's just easier, maintenance-wise, to just shave the lot off. bick it over
But then
once a week.
surely you've got to shave every day or every other day, and I've been led to believe that is, a bit of a faff itself.
Well,
If I was a bearded woman, or indeed a man,
yeah.
I would be tempted to just let it grow out like a big ginger tramp.
Well, this is the look I'm going for. I do look very tramp-like now.
Do you look ginger, though?
I have flecks of ginger in it.
I think a lot of people do. That seems to be, a universal thing. As soon as a man grows a beard out, there's always a bit of ginger in there.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of grey in there. A lot of grey.
That's because you're getting old.
Thanks very much. Anything else for this call?
I was going to join in the talk on the celebrity Big Brother thing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, have you watched any of the programme?
Well, you know me, I'm not a fan. Social media was full of it the other night, though, when they had the big going-in evening. And so I've seen the list of names, and there appears to be a lot of cousins of celebrities and friends of friends. And, I lived next door to him once. It's like you were saying about you used to go out with someone who went to school with Anna Friel.
Yeah.
It's like, does that now qualify you for Celebrity Big Brother?
Well, do you know what? That's a good... Because I did discuss many years ago, in fact, I might have talked about... No, in fact, I've had a conversation with you many, many years ago about applying to go in Big Brother.
Yes, I know. We don't talk about that anymore.
No, I think you said you'd disown me if I did such a thing.
Yes.
So,
I stand by it.
But I think Glenn's got a point, because I recognised Lionel Blair. No, he's in the other one, wasn't he? He was in it at one point. I recognised Christopher Biggins.
Christopher Biggins? You see, I've heard of him.
Yeah, cool. Everyone's heard of Biggins.
That's upsetting that Panto doesn't pay that well nowadays, though, does it? So he's got to keep up his payments in the summer.
Biggins is big on Friday morning. He was big on everybody's lips, certainly. But
dear me, have I missed something?
I think you did. But the rest of them, I've no idea. There was a bloke in there. I know Gary mentioned that there was somebody who went in who swore so much they had to cut the entire segment out of the replay the day after.
Right.
And then there's Fat Boy from EastEnders, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
is that an actor's name or is that his character name?
I think he's called Ricky Norwood, maybe.
Right. Okay.
I think. I could be
wrong. But the fact that you have to refer to him as his character name, I think, speaks volumes.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're totally right.
I know I'm right.
Fat Boy off EastEnders. There you go.
Yeah.
That's probably how they announced him as well. But the others, I don't think I recognise any of them. Now, to be honest with you.
No, I was waiting for, because I'm sure in recent years there's been one, Hollywood person.
Yes.
Jenna Jameson in it last year. Did I see her tattooed boobs doing rounds at one point? That's a dream I had.
No, she may have. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's reminded me actually, and we'll come back to your Celebrity Big Brother talk, if you will. But based on what you said last week, about dreaming, I had a really weird dream. I've had lots of weird dreams all week. I don't know why. Probably because I'm drinking less wine. But this is genuinely true. It's one of these where it's like, that's true because I couldn't make it up. So I woke up this morning, I had to scribble it down as well, because I would have forgotten. And there was me and you, and we were actually there watching a Bullseye film being made.
Right.
And it was like, and Gary will appreciate this, it was all done on proper film, not like videotape and treated. It was like properly, they were shooting a proper film of Bullseye. But strangely, it had the set of blankety blank, and so the bottom row, the first two seats were empty, but there was somebody, that always used to sit in that bottom right comedy bit.
Yeah.
But yes, that was it, and I woke up. So I've no idea, apart from the fact me and you were there, and we weren't in the audience, we were just sort of wandering around the set.
We had an access all areas pass, did we?
I think we did. We were probably, we were probably directing it. That was probably the bit I've chosen to miss, going, do you know what, this will do the rounds of America. This could
a couple of moguls.
This could break you in, Jim, in the States.
Oh, don't be broken in anywhere, to be honest.
I don't know what to say to that. But no, the interesting thing about the Celebrity Big Brother, I don't recognise half of them. I mean, even like I said, Lionel Blair was in there a couple of years ago. Although the funniest one was, did you ever see the one when Leo Sayer had a complaint? In fact, I'm trying to think, would Gary have worked there at the time at Channel 4? There was the one where Leo Sayer had it was the one with the Goody family. The Goodies went in, and the bloke from...
I take it we're not talking about Bill Oddie and Graham Garden, are we?
No, sadly not. But there was...
No.
Who was it now? There was like that sort of punk band in London who nobody's ever heard of. Terror of London, maybe? I remember
Right.
one of them said, "I'm not staying here with this effing stupid family," and he scaled the wall and ran off. I remember that.
Right.
And then Ken Russell, who's quite old now,
Good
isn't he?
God.
He was in there on the same one, and they had to help him up and down the stairs all the time, and he left. And then there was it's worth a look on YouTube. And then Leo Sayer was in there, and he basically refused to speak to people, but kept sticking two fingers up, but in a different weird version. And then and he's only a little wee lad, isn't he? But he ended up pushing himself past the security guards, and there's footage of him walking out the compound. And he was basically, "I'm not staying here with these." Yeah, and that was when the Goody family were in there. There you go.
Jeez. The last one I remember, Celebrity Big Brother, that I watched any amount of, was I got a text, and I don't think it was from you, it was possibly from someone else, saying Michael Madsen is in the house. And I'm a big Tarantino fan, and I had a bit of a crush on Michael Madsen back in the day. He played Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
And he looked like, well, nothing I can say at this time of night on the radio.
Hasn't one of the Baldwins been in there as well at some point?
Oh, one of the lesser Baldwins.
I think, is that like a type of bird, the lesser known Baldwin?
The lesser spotted Baldwin, yes, it's a tit, I believe.
Who's the one that's doing the adverts for BT? There's a lot of Baldwins.
That's like the proper Baldwin. That's like the head Baldwin. Isn't that Alec Baldwin, Mr. Bassinger?
I don't know.
Basinger?
I have no
Kyle,
idea.
you know, I'm not going to talk to you about, Hollywood royal families and all that. If you don't know now, you'll never know.
Apparently, by the way, Andrew has said Fat Boy is Ricky Norwood.
Ah, well,
Who
good
played,
old Ricky Norwood. Love his work.
So, will you be watching that this evening then?
No, I've got to go and pull my toenails out with pliers, I'm afraid.
Well, it saves you. Well, after you've done that, you could just give your feet a once over with a bit of a pumice.
And that's them sorted for the weekend. Beach ready.
That'll be it, yeah. Are you planning on going... anything exciting at the weekend then, down in your neck of the woods?
No, I've got some guests coming this weekend, so I'm entertaining in the home.
Oh, very nice. What time will you like me there then?
Well, I would give you an address, but where's the fun in that?
Yeah, well, it's easy for me to just come down to your sort of... I'm carefully not saying which part of the country you're in, but I could just come down there and knock on doors. But,
or up. I could be north of you, but then not many people are north of you.
No, very true. Although, having said that...
Scotland and the wild area.
I'd just look like, especially with a thick beard, that I would wander around knocking on people's doors looking like, selling pegs or something.
That's a bit racist.
Is it? Am I allowed to... All right, okay, probably. Right, anything else, Vicky?
No, that's my lot.
Right, excellent. So did we actually answer or were you just generally agreeing with Glenn then?
I was agreeing with Glenn and having a bit of a whinge, adding to his northern rant.
Nant.
Correct.
Thanks very much. All right,
and
then.
That's my southern rant.
Sant?
That's it.
Well, thanks for ringing, Vicky. I shall get on with some more
worries.
music. All right, then. See you in a bit. Bye for now.
Bye. For now.
So, I'm sure we've not actually answered the question. Well, perhaps we did. People are famous for being celebrities just for being celebrities. I don't know. Right, I'm just trying to work out what song to play next on Reclaim Radio. If you want to ring, it is 0161 818 2627. Yes, there we go. So it was 50 years ago today that the album Revolver was released. And this single, which probably came out just before it, they used to always release a single just before the album, was Eleanor Rigby, Backed with Yellow Submarine. There we go, and I think it got to number 1 in the hit parade. Well, I've not chosen to play that one. What I've chosen to play from Revolver is the lead-off track, and this is for Scott, who I know listens to the show, and we were talking about Revolver last week. Here you go, Reclaim Radio, Taxman and the Beatles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Taxman by the Beatles there, 50 years old. I can't believe that. It's a great song. I still enjoy it now. For the people that have been in touch, Mr. West, thank you for pointing out that he asked if I bought a grooming kit. So I think if you could text back and clarify what you mean by grooming kit, because obviously radio people have a bad reputation in that area. And also, you've suggested Grecian 2000, so I don't know whether you mean for my beard, my head, all over, or, whether you agree that I should just bick it all off. Right, I think we've got another call on the line. Hello, caller, can you hear me?
Hello, I certainly can.
Now you see I'm getting good at recognising the voices. Fern, how you doing?
It is Fern. I'm okay, and I was just discussing with my fella, do I now do southern rants or northern rants? Being a southerner in the north.
I think you could probably split the difference and do a Midlands rant, although I don't like the Stokey accent. I like some people in Stoke. That's all I will say about that. Anyway, how can I help you?
What's with the Grecian 2000? What is that?
I think my friend Paul was suggesting that I use Grecian to mask the grey in my beard.
I was going to say, it sounds like some kind of oil.
Well, yes. I may go and look at such a product later. I'm just got to dip my mic and have a swig of tea while you talk. Is that all right?
Have a slurp. Have a good slurp.
It's very thirsty work. This. So go on. Tell me what you're ringing for, and I'll have a drink.
What am I ringing for? Well, a couple of things really, but one thing that I found quite interesting was the Cats Cafe in Manchester, which I walked past a few times the other day in the centre of Manchester. And in my mind, the Cat Cafe would be somewhere you could go if you miss cats, if you can't own pets, maybe partners have allergies, or your rental thing says you can't have pets, or you work long hours, etc., etc. The Cat Cafe is so you can get a dose of cats. And in my mind, that meant the cats would sort of want to sit on your lap, sort of, you could stroke them and they purr, that kind of thing. And so when I walked past, the Cat Cafe had got glass walls, so you could see right in. And there's all these cats just completely ignoring the people who've paid through the nose to go there.
How many cats were there then?
It's something like 10, possibly 12, but it's quite a big room, and they all have lots of their own spaces, their own platforms to go to, their own corners, they're free to do what they like, and there's really strict ground rules for visitors, so no flash photography, no waking your cat up if it's asleep, things like that. Yeah, but...
So may one ask, so what do you do then? Do you go in and pay for a cup of tea and just look at the cats, or how does it work?
No, you pay £12 for an hour.
£12?
Well, it's rounded up to the nearest 5 minutes, so when you clock in and clock out, they work it out then. So teas and coffees are free.
Right, well, I'd expect it to be free for £12.
I heard comments of people walking past, like some woman said to, presumably her kid, I'm not going to even try the Manc accent, I'm not quite there yet, but she was essentially saying there's no way we're going in there, it'll be cheaper just to buy a something, adjective, cat.
Why don't you just I don't know, why don't you make a cup of tea at home and just watch funny cat videos, which in fairness are hilarious?
I think, having been first-hand and walked past a few times, that would probably be the same effect. Because they were completely blanking the people, even the people that were sort of stalking the cats and maybe an inch from the cat's face trying to take a photo with their smartphone.
Yeah.
The cats were just not bothered, face bothered. It's funny.
Well, I still can't believe £12 though to go and look at a cat.
Well, per hour.
That's just mental.
So it works out £1 per 5 minutes.
Do you think I could start charging people to come and look at Willow?
Oh, in Ricard's towers?
In the luxury studio apartment. I put her in the cat box and bring her with me every week now. That's she doesn't like it, I'll be honest with you. She puts up a fight. She really does.
She might enjoy visitors, mightn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, well, she has no interest in anything that I do, I think.
Yeah, sounds perfect for the Cat Cafe.
Excellent. So what else then would you... is there anything else you'd like to discuss, or...?
What else? Oh, I've had a really funny frothy red drink in some Earth Cafe. Really nice veggie food. They did all these kinds of funny vegetable juices.
Right, rewind. Earth Cafe?
Yeah.
What is that? Is it a place where hippies go? Is it?
I I think it's the Northern Quarter.
I think, as Vicky said earlier in her call, I think your silence speaks volumes, to quote Partridge. So it's obviously a hippie. So go on then. So what did you drink, and how much did it cost you?
I can't remember how much the drink cost.
More than £5?
No, less than £5 for a drink. I
Right.
wouldn't have paid more than. I wouldn't have paid £5 or more for it.
And what was it? What did it actually contain?
Well, it looked really frothy and deep red. The thing is, there was a little bit of time passed from when I ordered it and when it came, because the guy forgot that part of the order.
Right.
He sent his friend to make it. But I know there was beetroot and carrot and celery.
What else did you get then? Like I don't know, like a stick of celery, something like that.
What, for my food?
Yeah, well, you said the part of your order didn't come. So what else did you order then? Oh, hang on, let me guess. A falafel wrap. Falafel wrap. A chickpea and a cocktail stick, something like that.
I had
and I bet you paid £8 for it.
Spinach and lentil dal with garlic
spinach and lentil what?
Dal. It's a sort of a lentil curry, like a very thick soup.
Right. Okay.
And it had weekly bits in it, the spinach.
Right.
And kind of a quinoa bed.
Well, no need to
salad.
Oh, what is it? A king what? In the north, people often say kin in front of something, so they say kinel. But you weren't saying that, were you? Just let me clarify that.
Can you ken?
Well, yeah, that's John Shuttleworth. So right, so you had a vegetable curry, is that right?
Yeah.
And
spinach and lentil. Yeah.
And a frothy red drink.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have been horrified at that, but I enjoyed it. It tasted earthy and good,
Yeah, but you're doing that to feel better about yourself. Did you actually enjoy the taste of it?
Yeah, because I have a juicer, but it's still in the south.
Right.
So I'm missing my fix of frothy vegetable beverages.
Is that like a Pokemon thing? Do people have to go and try and find it and take pictures next to the little fridge library?
Do you know what? The strange juices that you can make, that would probably be a nice module add-on for Pokemon Go, wouldn't it?
Do you know, I see them in the Starbucks that I frequent near work. Is they sell the smoothies, and then they actually sell the they sell it as a pack, and then they sort of say take the pack to the barista, sorry, okay. And then they blend it up for you. I can't imagine anything worse.
Is the Pokemon character in the smoothie? Is that part of the price?
I think I'm mixing up my Pokemon, my smoothie. But why would you? Do you know what I did see the other week, actually, on TV? There's a program called How to Eat Well for Less, and they actually they mashed up some chickpeas and some sweet corn, and they made it into shapes, and then they grilled it, and it was like burgers, and the guy eating it. So, and do you know what? I would eat well then.
Would you?
Yeah, I would eat well then, yeah.
Oh, can I cook you some veggie burgers from scratch and bring them round?
Yeah, you can do if you wish, to the studio, yes. I'm happy with that.
Hey! Well, let's work on a plan for that then, because the grated carrot often helps as well to bind.
Right.
You can use egg, but not if you're vegan.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a plan.
I'll give it a go. I do reserve the right to say it's absolutely terrible. If it's, but no, this bloke, he seemed to quite enjoy it on the programme.
Yeah, but that was while the cameras were on.
Well, like I said, he seemed quite impressed. He seemed quite impressed with it, so...
I love a chickpea. If you know me, you will know that I love chickpeas. They make me happy. They've got some kind of happy chemical in them.
They've got some sort of what, sorry?
Happy chemical inside.
A happy chemical?
I believe so, because a really good tub of hummus or falafels just lifts my mood.
What they laced with?
I don't know. You have to look that up on the internet.
Hardcore drugs. Do you know what I do remember years ago? With my ex-housemate, there was the thing on the TV, and they were talking about crystal meth. Not that I'm advocating this, but they were on the news report. They were
quite a leap from chickpeas.
No, you'll see where I'm going. And they showed the inside of a kitchen, and it said crystal meth can easily be made with ingredients found in any household kitchen. And then they didn't tell you how to actually make it. And I was like, oh, that's half a story. I mean, I could go and Google it, but I can't be bothered, really.
You had pen and paper ready, didn't you?
I was ready. I was ready to give it a go. To be honest with you, something to do in it of a weeknight when you're bored. It's either that or red wine.
Like, do you remember Why Don't You?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do remember that.
Why don't you make a crystal metal love?
Well, I don't think you should be advocating that willy-nilly on this show.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm totally against all such things. It sounded like, you know, that program not quite showing all the steps. I had some people writing in.
Yeah. So. What I was going to say, I was going to say about an old show that used to be able to write to, saying, "Dear anonymous name, could you fix it for me to? Could you fix me to go to a crystal meth den, please?"
No, that's too much.
Right. Okay. I apologise. What are you laughing? So this is a good thing.
No, there's been some funny wine I've tried called Hoopo or Hoopoo.
Called what?
Hoopoo. Hoopoe. How would you pronounce that?
Say it again.
O.
Yeah.
Poe.
Hooper.
Hooper.
Is it not? HOOPEH?
POE.
Hoopo.
And I'm saying Hoopo, and he's saying it's Hoopoo. But it's a very nice one. It's got a hoopoe bird on the front.
I can't really advise you on that. Have you anything about Glenn's notes, by the way, or shall I just play some music?
Glenn's rants confused me a little bit, but
in what sense?
In one hand, he seemed to be slightly judging women for having multiple partners and multiple, partners producing multiple children, which, okay, I don't think it's what most people aim for in life, but I totally see his point about the celebrity culture.
Did you no comment about Donald Trump being an absolute fool? Because that was the highlight for me of that. I might clip that. Absolute fool.
That was a nice succinct summary, wasn't it? Of what is he all about? Oh, he's a fool. Yeah. Well, no, I think he's quite calculating. Actually, I don't think he's a complete fool.
Oh, my brother or Donald Trump?
Maybe both of them. He has. Glenn got ideas about taking over.
I've lived with him for 20 odd years, so I don't think that's in his nature, to be honest with you.
Oh, good. And the celebrities in there now, I've heard of Biggins.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I've heard of James Whale.
I forgot James Whale was in there.
On top of radio. That one. I've heard of him, but I've got no telly and no Wi-Fi broadband, so I can't really follow it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't. Well, you've no telly.
No.
What do you do of an evening? Don't answer that.
Well, I mean, I used to. Where I was down south, I would have broadband, and I could occasionally watch catch-up shows.
Yeah, there's closing the loophole on that. Did you see that? From the 1st of September.
Well, that would be the BBC ones, and that's fine. I've always followed the law, but there are other channels.
Other catch-up providers?
Yeah.
No?
Others are available. I've got DVDs, laptop that plays DVDs, so... But right. Yeah, I can't watch Big Brother. I mean, when I last watched Big Brother, I think was a long time ago, there was that strange woman who just did something quite vulgar. I don't know if I should say, but
King with the bottle?
That's it. She couldn't find the bottle opener.
That was about 15 years ago.
I think that's the last time. There was Rula Lenska and George Galloway.
Would you? Now you see, I know Penny loves me doing this, but it was one of my favourite clips. Would you like me to be the cat? In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm surprised you're listening to me now. You could be listening to the mother of all talk shows with me, George Galloway.
Well,
a really bad accent.
The DAB radio I've got, I can't find the charger, so it just eats batteries. And I can't really listen to internet radio, apart from yours. You're the one exception.
Thank you very much.
Otherwise, I just lose all my data. You're welcome. Love your show, Carl.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Right, I shall crack on with some more music and let you go. Oh, hang on. It's coming up to nearly the end of the first hour, which means we are due for a visit spiritually from Colin, I would imagine.
Oh, okay. We'll ask him about his fossils. And if he's tried curly fries.
I don't think he will have done. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest.
Charlie set him a challenge.
Oh, no, he won't have done it, will he? Of course he won't. Bet he's not done it.
Potato fries as well. Sweet potato fries. She said that sweet potatoes probably hadn't reached his part of the world yet.
No, in fact, well, I don't know. So I thought it was quite cosmopolitan, that area, but clearly not. So, right, okay, thank you for ringing, Fern.
Thank you, Carl.
All right, have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend. Cheers, bye. So, there we go then. So that was Fern who rang in. So if you want to ring in, 0161 818 2627. I'm just looking at my messages, by the way. Apparently, Ken Russell, Gary informs me reliably, died in 2011. So, but I'm right. I'm sure I'm right. If you want to get back in touch, Gary, I'm sure that he was in Celebrity Big Brother at one point. I could be wrong. It was a really weird one. So I might Google that during the next track, actually, and see what year he actually was in there. But he didn't look too good on his legs at that point, I'll be honest with you. And like I said, he only lasted a few days. I find it bizarre he even went in, really. I wonder what his agent made of that. I don't know. Very odd. And some other bits and pieces, but I shall whip through those shortly. Right, you're listening to Reclaim Radio. I'll crack on with some more music. John Jett and the Blackouts there, and I Love Rock and Roll. Now, I believe we have another call on the line. What a busy show it is. So, let me just... Hello, caller, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Now your name has come up, so I recognise, and I also recognise that very posh accent. I think that's Craig Gary.
It is Gary Craig from Radio Sounds Familiar.
Oh,
.com.
I love how you get that cheap plug in there. And
I've got to get it in.
What sort of things can we expect from Radio Sounds Familiar?
You could expect the unexpected. That's its ethos.
I did notice you were playing. Was it a number of Carry On related items?
Oh, I did a Carry On, a couple of hours of just Carry On last Saturday afternoon. Yeah, a few people tuned in. Yeah, I thought just to vary the output a bit.
You should go live again. That's good. I like it when you do that.
I'll do a bit of live again soon. Definitely. I'll probably do a Prisoner Stroke Avengers. A couple of hours, I think. That's the next thing.
But I like both of those programs as well. You know, both on Blu-ray. Very sadly.
Very good. That's good. So there's a bit of news this week. The BBC at last has decided that from September the 1st, you need a TV licence to watch catch-up programs on the iPlayer.
Well,
Have you heard about this?
I mentioned it to Fern. I don't know whether you...
No, I must have just missed that. Okay.
Yeah, I did mention it.
What I don't understand is how they're going to police it.
Well, you could get IP records, surely, from...
you could do, but it's quite... Well, it's difficult to trace that to that accuracy, I think, isn't it? And also, if you look at the website, it says, if you've got a TV licence, you haven't got to do anything. Well... I think they're just going to rely on people just being honest and just saying, okay, we'll buy a TV license, which of course won't work, not in this day and age.
But I remember it when I used to work for WH Smith. Well, it was after I worked at WH Smith. But they brought the thing in where to avoid people queuing, so they didn't have to put more staff on the tills, where you could just put the money for your daily paper in the...
yeah.
So I'm curious. I don't know how that actually worked out for them, but I'm sure
they do that in America, don't they? You go to America, you go on any corner in America, you put money in the machine, you lift up the glass panel and take a newspaper and put the top down. I mean, you could take the lock, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could do. But
so
I think
it's all about honesty box, isn't it, basically?
Yeah. There was something popped into my head then about the honesty thing. It's completely gone. I find it strange. Oh no, it was the thing that I read in the paper this week that not a large population, a number of people are inadvertently becoming shoplifters. Did you see that in the paper this week?
I did hear something on the radio. They were talking about that. Yeah. It's about people on the self-checkout, isn't it?
Yeah, and
they're just popping in. Basically, they're buying avocados but charging for cheap potatoes.
Well,
So they're sort of weighing them and that sort of thing, you know.
Well, there is that element to it, and also the fact that people either get frustrated with the machines, or they're not working, or they accidentally put something in the basket and the thing's not picked it up.
I must admit, I think that's one of my annoyances in life at the moment. Those machines, I just find them really irritating. And I've only ever lost, to be honest with you. I've never gained on those machines. I've often bought two things, and I've bought one thing and I've been charged twice. You know how you can scan it through twice? Because they're sometimes slow, aren't they, on the update? Yeah. You look and make sure it's done it, and then it hasn't done it, and you do it. Then all of a sudden, two of them come up. You don't know until you get home and check your receipt. And you're not going to go back to the shop. There's no point.
You see, as Vicky will tell you, because I am northern and proud of it, as are you, I would actually go back to the shop with my receipt and claim the money.
Well, I did do something fairly petty this week, and that was I totally entitled to. When I left Virgin Media a couple of months ago, I was owed £1.13, believe it or not, and they sent me a cheque. And I thought, what can I do with this cheque? I'm going to be bothered. And I thought the other day I happened to be just near the bank. I thought, no, I'm going to go in and put the bloody money in the account. And I did. So I got £1.13 out of Virgin. So I feel good about that.
I don't think that's not petty. That's
well,
just...
they didn't think for 1 second I cashed a cheque, surely.
Do you know what? I bet Richard Branson's gutted that you did that.
Does he own that Virgin anymore? Has he sold? I thought he sold. Maybe he does own it. He doesn't own all the Virgin brands anymore. He
doesn't. He doesn't own the radio station.
I thought he bought that back. Actually, I think he bought that back.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was somebody else who owned it. I know very sadly for radio geeks such as
you talk about the ratings this week.
The radars, were out, and it did quite well. Virgin, didn't it?
Virgin did well. LBC did exceptionally well as usual. They're building audio. They got 250,000 listeners. Unfortunately, Talk Radio is not doing so well at the moment, is it?
No.
No, sadly. Talk Sport was doing quite well, so I don't know what's going to happen to Talk Radio. They probably won't keep that going forever.
Well, you can't say that. I think there are a number of people who listen to my show who may also listen to Talk Radio.
I'm sure they do, but there's not enough of them.
I'll be honest with you, I was hoping for a gig there eventually. Give it about 5 years.
Well, it may still happen. But you'll still obviously keep Reclaim Radio going because you've obviously built up such a dedicated band of listeners now. You can't let them down.
It's a fan base. Do you know, it's funny, when you rang then, I actually thought you were going to be Colin ringing me. So
Colin's not been on yet, has he?
Colin's not been. Do you know what, though? It's like, it's got to the point now of like 3, 2, 1, hasn't it? Where like somebody rejects a really good prize, and it's like, but the bin's still there, isn't it? So it could be one of the things on the table. It's like, every time the phone flashes now, it's like a bat phone, obviously. It's like, is it Colin? No, Colin's still yet to make an appearance.
You could phone up at 5 to 9.
You could,
and you perhaps overrun a bit then, just to get him on, to keep him on the air for a bit longer.
No, I'll just cut him off. I'll be honest with you.
Cut him off. But you went over a bit last week, didn't you? I think you went over about 10 minutes.
I did overrun.
So what's it like to do the show on your own then?
It's different.
Is it lonely?
It's I don't know how to answer. I don't think I can answer. It's a different type of show.
And did you get the phone call while you were in the bath then to say Charlie wasn't turning up?
I think I got a message off Charlie. Although she sent me a message saying she solved a slug problem. I think she was having a problem with slugs.
Oh, she was, that's right.
But I'm not...
Put salt down.
Well, no, see, she's... See, somebody asked me whether she's vegetarian or vegan. I would say... I thought it was vegetarian, but she says she can't even put salt down because that will kill them. So I'm tempted to think vegan. But how can you be a vegan with slugs? Do you know what I mean? Don't understand that.
You can't do much with slugs anyway. They're a bit of a waste of space, aren't they?
They are.
They leave whole slimy trails everywhere.
Ugh, well, you can put a circle of salt around them, though. They don't like that.
You can. They can't get out then.
No.
Bit cruel. The other thing I was going to mention was, I think I spoke to you earlier about this, but it's worth a mention. This people trying to keep their energy bills down. This new company called Flipper.
Oh, right.
What's that? This company, what it does is you sign up to them, and there is a fee, but you don't lose out because you don't actually have to pay the £25 a year until they've saved you £50. So you're already £25 better off anyway. Mm-hmm. And the idea is they're supposed to look at your energy consumption every quarter, and they select the cheapest provider for you. So you don't have to do anything. So it just, as its name suggests, they flip you to another provider. Sounds good in principle.
Mm.
But as I said, these and it only works really with people with smart meters. But apparently these smart meters aren't as smart as they make out. they're not. I mean, the smart meter I've got is with the company I've at the moment I'm getting the energy from, and it's got their branding all over it. A lot of them, then when you switch, they won't fully work with the new provider. They'll only give you a limited amount of information, consumption and all that sort of stuff.
See,
so it's pointless. As I say, it's pointless. I mean, the whole point of smart meters was it brings everyone up to the same level.
Well, I thought there was a thing that everyone had to be on smart meters by 2020. Have I just made that up?
No, they are rolling them out free until 2020. I think the idea is they would like everybody to be on smart meters by 2020. But just like water meters, you can't force people to go that way. I mean, it is quite, the only thing about the smart meter is it's quite a blessing that I haven't got to have the man knocking at the door to read the meter, or have to read the meter and send the reading in. That's always a bit of a nuisance. But it hasn't really changed my life. Hasn't made much of a difference.
I'd be tempted, although I've just I signed up for, well, as part of mine. This is very dull, by the way. Listen to Reclaim Radio, or very interesting, depending on your point of view. Flipper was, I think it was a place, wasn't it, Gary? If people want to go and check that out. But I had two things done this week to the house. One, I'd have all the electricity. I'd have the main line cut off to my house so they could work on the fuse box.
So you had men round, did you? This week?
Did have men round, and he was very, very angry with me. Because of where my meter is, because there's lots of wires, because obviously I didn't think I had to move anything, and he just came in and sort of said, and they've tried doing this work for 2 years now, and kept saying, we can't do it. So somebody could come in and they cut the main supply off to the house so they could work on the box, and he was like, well, you're gonna have to do that, move them wires, pull all them out, and I'm like, they're all plastered into the wall. How do you expect me to do that?
Well, you can't do that.
Well, he was very, very annoyed with me. But he did leave the porcelain fuse carrier, which apparently has been in my house since the 30s.
Yeah, so you can auction that off somewhere.
I think some vintage, probably hipster, the people that probably Fern was hanging out with.
Probably the people that go to the cat cafe or the other vegetarian place you was talking about.
I am tempted to try the chickpea burger. But I'm not going to.
It sounds disgusting. It made me retch.
It looked really nice. Well, you're off your food anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm off my food. That would make me particularly retch, though. That would. A chickpea burger.
Oh, you see, I thought I would give that a go. I thought I would give that a go. But the other thing as well, the other part of my heating system for everyone that's I'm sure interested, is they put in one of the controllable things, so you can control it like Hive, but not Hive. I think they call it Cozy, and you can control your heating from your phone, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's quite good. So you can put the just before you're on your way home, and you can say, "I want 20 degrees, please," and you get in, it's all nice and warm.
Yeah, and they do lights as well, so you can basically run the house from your phone. So that's quite clever. But I thought, where do you stop? Do you know what I mean? I'm sure cavemen didn't think of this years ago, did they?
You could probably flush the toilet in future from outside the house if you want to.
Do you think? Why would
say you're in a bit of a hurry and you haven't got time to flush before you left, and you forgot to flush the toilet. Must flush it before I get back.
I'm sure though that you get Wi-Fi enabled kettles now. You know. I'm sure I've seen that.
Everything can be connected to the web, can't it?
Yeah, I don't want some Chinese hacker, Russian hacker.
That's true, yeah. You can get hold of your kettle and it can be turning it on and off all the time.
Yeah,
and for that matter, be turning on your heating on and off all the time. That's the next thing, you see. That's where the floor. So, I mean, no, don't bother. I would stay well command you. You're stuck now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'll hack into your system. I'll turn it up to 30 degrees.
Why would you do that? Just to watch me bake?
Just to watch you bake and watch your bill go up.
Unbelievable. You'd do that as well, wouldn't you?
I would.
Can I say, by the way, Andrea was... I know we were talking before about the Celebrity Big Brother. Apparently... It was 2007, Andrea said. Ken Russell, so he was in there, but he looked very shaky.
Yeah, well, he died in 2011. He only went in for went in for 3 days, I think. He wasn't in for very long.
No, I seem to recall. I seem to recall he went.
I'm trying to think when it was. Was it when Channel 4 was doing it? I think it was. I seem to remember it.
I think it was when Channel 4 were doing it.
Yeah, must have been probably the last year.
It was.
But it's the first eviction tonight. I think. I've got a funny feeling it's going to be Grant that's going to go.
Who? I don't even know who he is.
Grant, I've got his surname. He's the one he's Anthea Turner's ex-husband.
Oh, Grant Bovey.
Grant Bovey. Yeah.
Oh, he's a slimeball anyway.
And James Whale is the other one. So We shall wait and see. I mean, it's got quite interesting. You've got this idiot called Bear, who just goes around swearing all the time. He's clearly a bit deranged. He drinks a lot as well.
I thought they weren't allowed to drink.
Oh yeah, they drink like fish.
Oh, you see, now you're tempting me to reapply for Big Brother. Since I have an opening in about 6 weeks' time to go and do something like that. Apparently.
Well, Big Brother, the main one doesn't come back until next May, I think. But there's another celebrity one. So if you become a celebrity between now and Christmas, perhaps you can make the celebrity one.
Well, I'm not going to get on. I'm not going to do that by working for Talk Radio, am I? Let's be honest.
Well, no, you do it just working on Reclaim Radio, of course.
That's true. Shall I do that? Put it on my CV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm a charismatic man.
This is true.
I will try. No, that's right. I don't believe that for a minute. Obviously, I'm not that egotistical.
So what you should say, by the way, of course, what they say on LBC is when one person comes off the phone, you say, and now Gary's gone, that frees a line up for you to phone up and then go into your spiel about how you get in touch. There's a little linking device for you.
Do you know I like that? Thank you.
Do you like that?
I'm always learning from you. So what do I say?
So you say, as Gary leaves the phone, that frees up another line for you to phone in on and do the business.
Right, I'm going to do that right now then, Gary. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah, you do it every time.
Right, I'm going to give that a go. Okay,
well, I'll leave you to it. I'm sure there's plenty of people waiting to get on to chat to you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay, so don't forget the iPlayer. I need an answer to that. If anyone knows how they're going to police the iPlayer, let me know.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, there is obviously a number on your TV license.
Yeah.
You could put that in. But then again, you could give that number to anybody.
But there you go. Here's one for you.
Okay.
Right. So when I was a kid, I remember they used to have those TV detector vans, allegedly.
Yeah, that's right.
Was that true?
Yeah, it worked. It worked
Did
it worked off the intermediate frequency of the TV set. The TV set had intermediate frequency, gave out RF, and they could actually tell which channel you were watching by the frequency of the intermediate, the IF of the tuner.
I did see on and I'm sure you've got a copy of the DVD because we are into the same things in some areas. The TV detective advert that's on one of the DVDs where they're watching Columbo.
That's right. They say they're watching Columbo.
Yeah.
That's right. Actually, do they still have TV detective vans? I don't think they do they?
Probably not. Well, you can't afford them now, can you, in this climate? Who paid for them, the government or the BBC?
It was the government, I think.
I can't see that now.
It wasn't the BBC, I don't think. But what they'd do is they'd look for people that were houses that hadn't got a license, and they'd hover around outside and wait to pick up a signal and then knock on your door. But of course, the rules are that you can't let them in. They've got no authority.
Nice, I didn't know that. Can I just say, by the way, the phone is flashing, and it is Colin. So I'm happy for you to go on with Colin if you want for the first time ever.
I could try it.
I'm gonna do that. Let's see whether Colin.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're on with Gary. Please don't swear or say B or B.
No, I'll be good. Hang on, let me turn my radio down.
Are we there yet?
I think I'm
Hello.
not. Hello. Have you turned your radio down?
I have.
You're through to Gary Craig. What would you like to ask him?
Hello, Colin.
Gary.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, I'd heard about them bringing in this. I don't know how they're going to police it. It's like everything they bring in nowadays. They don't think about, how it's going to work.
Well, I think the trouble is they've got to do something about it because there's a lot of lost revenue, isn't there? And a lot of people watch the iPlayer overseas when they're not supposed to, but you can obviously do it. It's quite easy to do it. I mean, a lot of people in the States watch the iPlayer.
Really?
And that's all our license fee money. I mean, the BBC's skint, although they do waste a lot of money, to be fair.
Yeah. BBC Gravy Train.
BBC Gravy. I mean, I worked for them for 7 years. I can tell you that they waste a lot of money. But they've got to. You can't just say you've now got to have a license because people just laugh at you.
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna. Are you gonna catch someone I don't know. You're going to catch them in an internet cafe somewhere watching. I don't know, whatever they watch.
The Musketeers.
Or Homes Under the Hammer.
Would you do that? Would you go to an internet cafe to watch Homes Under the Hammer?
Some people probably do.
Well, hang on. Well, Colin, what did you say? Yes.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
No.
Oh. Anyway, Colin, how can we help you then this evening?
Well, I have to apologise to you because I only realised what day of the week it was and what time it was.
Okay.
When Gary came on.
Oh, okay.
So I missed the first hour.
Oh. Well, I don't know, Gary. What do you think? I thought it was it was a good, strong first hour.
I thought it was a good, strong. Lots of callers.
Yeah.
What's there? Who's rang in?
We had Vicky. We had
Fern.
a bit from Fern, a bit from Glenn.
Bit of pre-record from Glenn.
Bit of pre-rec.
Pre-rec. Did he wreck it?
Did he? No, he's currently fitting a kitchen somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
But he did.
Well, this time of night.
Yeah, well, he does 210.
Cash in hand.
No. He's a good boy now, my brother. You wouldn't do 210, would you, as cash in hand? They keep trying to flog me a kitchen. Anyway, Colin.
So what's the topic of conversation?
Well, there's been many things. We talked about the iPlayer thing. We talked about Fern spending £12 to go and look at a gang of cats in a cat cafe. We talked about Donald Trump being bankrupt, which is why he can't have a casino in Vegas. We talked about Glenn thinking that people are celebrities for the sake of being celebrities rather than actually doing something.
Just getting drunk and getting famous.
So is that have you achieved a level of notoriety, Colin, do you think?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
I'm not notable, really.
Well, you're a legend on this minor station, Colin. There you go.
Oh, isn't that nice?
That sounded like you were being very close to being sarcastic, and I could cut you off for that. That's a yellow card, Colin.
I don't do sarcastic.
Anyway, how can we help you?
My brain's not working that well yet.
Say again, sorry.
My brain's not working well enough to do sarcasm.
You sound a bit throaty.
Yeah, I've got a frog in my throat. I'm just trying to get it out, and it's... That's it, it's hopping away now.
Brilliant.
So what's going to happen? That's Colin. What's going to happen to the Labour Party if Corbyn gets in again?
Oh, I give up with politics.
Do you? We won't talk politics then. Okay.
Because it's such a minefield, especially at the moment. There isn't anybody, I don't think, that can rule this country successfully.
You could seize the reins, Colin.
A new party.
Oh,
the Fossil Party.
Get me on that one.
Yeah, I quite like the idea of the Fossil Party.
I think it's good. They are all old fossils running the country anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. Would you not fancy that, Colin?
No. I in my teenage and early 20s, I enjoyed a bit of politics, but
the cut and thrust of debate.
Yes, but
mass debate or
a mass one.
Sorry,
mass like a mass debate. Like, as in lots of people having a discussion.
Yeah, at the same time.
I'm going to say now because I know you'll clip or something.
No, why? Do you know what? I can hear you smiling, even though I can't see you. Which is a nice thing, Colin.
Well, you could see me. You can turn the.
I'm not turning my webcam on because I'm currently wearing a diamond cocktail dress.
Smoking a pipe.
Smoking a pipe, yeah. Very, very like Graham Chapman, if you get that reference. Yeah.
Oh, Monty Python.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm like now. Anyway, Colin. Anyway, what did you want to discuss then, if anything?
I got locked out of my flat yesterday.
All right. What, by somebody else that was in there?
Nope.
Oh.
The lock came loose, and it took me on and off. Well, I I didn't have my mobile phone with me,
Right.
so I couldn't ring the council. I had to go down to the phone box at the end of the road, and yes, they do still exist. Thank God.
How much money does it? You see, all this show's been about money, like how much things cost, but how much?
Well, luckily, it's an 0800 number, which is still free.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Otherwise, the minimum is 60 pence.
60. I remember when it was 5p.
60p, I know. Or press button A or press button B.
Do you remember?
Oh, yes, I remember them. Kyle won't remember them.
Do you remember when you used to have to put your coin in, and then when they picked up, you had to press down on the coin for it to enter the box?
Oh, yes, and you could never get the blooming coins in.
Yeah, or when you used to go and ring your girlfriend, you'd have like a handful of like 10p's.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't use the house phone, because that was for real business, or whatever
That's
it was.
right. Well, we didn't have a house phone until I was about 10.
Did you have a party line?
No.
We had a party line. Do you know what a party line is?
I have used them at other people's houses.
Okay.
And they're weird.
Well, there's two bits for this. Gary, would you explain what it is? And Colin, would you explain your experience of it?
Well, when in the early days, it wasn't that long ago, but when BT lines were sort of in short supply, you used to have to share a line. You could share a line with a neighbour. So you had your own number, mind you. You had your own number, so your phone would ring. But the thing was, you could pick up the phone, and the neighbour would be still having a conversation.
Oh.
And it was really weird. And you could pick the phone up. As kids, we used to pick the phone up and listen to the conversations. But they knew. They said, "Oh, someone's listening in." They'd say, because you could hear the click of the phone, couldn't you? You picked it up. But then eventually we got rid of the party line.
That's quite strange. So what's your experience then, Colin, with a party line?
Oh, nothing very exciting.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that, Colin.
The thing was, as I say, a little postscript to this. If you wanted to phone the people on the party line, in other words, and they were actually the people that had the party line lived 3 doors away from us, and they were friends of the family. And my mum would often phone them up. You'd have to go through the operator. Get that?
Wow, I guess.
Oh, the good old days.
Well, you see, I'm considerably younger than you two, so I wouldn't know these things.
Well, that's right, Kyle.
Can I just say, Colin, have you just put your lighter down because you've just got a fag ready to spark up?
I have sparked up.
Unbelievable. Right, anyway, so you got locked out your house then, but you rang the council.
Yes.
And now you're back in.
And they said, we'll get someone there, but he's very busy. It could be up to 2 hours.
Uh-huh.
So in the meantime, my neighbour had gone out.
Right.
So I sat on my workbench, munching on some cherries that I just bought, and little peach. You know those flat ones.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't know why I said yeah then, 'cause I've no idea what you're on about. A flat peach?
Yeah, have you not seen those donut-like peaches?
No.
Oh, they're more common than ordinary ones.
Are they? Gary, have you come across a
have they got a hole in the middle?
No.
Well, they donut-like. Well, they donut-like.
They're squashed. By concave disc, aren't they?
I've no idea. I've literally no idea, Colin. Anyway, so
I think you're going to have to put it on your Facebook page.
Yeah, take a picture.
Yeah, take a picture, and Carl can retweet it.
Yeah, I will do. But then I thought, I'll give it another go, and to my utter relief, it opened.
Mm-hmm.
So by this time, I hadn't had a drink or anything to eat for about 5 hours.
Well, you need to eat, and
Yeah, well, I had the,
for your sugar levels, I should point out to people.
Being good diabetic. Anyway, he eventually turned up about an hour later. And he said, well, it's very easy. It's just one screw that's come loose. It keeps the whole lock in where it should be, in the middle. So I sort of said, well, why didn't they tell me to check it once a year, when they put these doors in?
Surely you have to do some routine maintenance, like a bit of lubrication, or one would imagine.
Can't beat that.
Well,
I have to on the gate behind my house.
According to the installers, no. These are £600 doors. Oh, is that me finished?
No, that was my clock going.
No, what did you think that you were on like just a minute?
No. What was the quiz game with Michael Miles?
Oh, yes.
Take your pick.
Take your pick.
Take your pick. Yes.
Hey, by the way, do you know Michael Miles is dead?
Yes.
Gong.
Yes.
Oh, Gary.
Do you know, I could talk to you both for hours, by the way. But shall I go now and free the line for another caller?
I think you need another caller. I think you need a bit of variety, Kyle.
I shall do that. I shall play some music and actually get a drink. So, Colin, let me just clear this up before I let you go, Colin. You're back in your house and everything is well in the world.
Yes, and I've got 3 shiny new keys.
Oh, what are you going to do with those? Send them out as a raffle. We'll give them as competition prizes.
I don't think so, no. I've given one to a lady.
Oh, yeah.
One, so that if I do forget my keys, which is, well, I've been here 15, coming up to 16 years, and I've only forgotten my keys once in that time.
Right. Okay.
And she, at the time, I hadn't given a spare set to anybody.
Cool. Well, I'm happy to be the custodian, like I said, and offer them as prizes, Colin. And then people could come around and do your housework for you, or cook you some food or something.
I doubt that. They're round here. They're probably more likely to nick things.
Oh
dear.
I was going to say, you're not in Rochdale, are you? Right. Well, I shall let you both go. Thank you for ringing, both of you.
That's all right. Can I just say, Kyle?
Pleasure.
You can, Gary.
Just say that obviously when your show's finished, your listeners are going to be wondering what to do. So they can always go and listen to radiosoundsfamiliar.com. Is that all right?
Yeah.
That's 2 plugs in half an hour.
So what was that? radiosoundsfamiliar.com.
And they can listen to some lovely music for the rest of the night.
Oh, there you go then. You see? Will you be doing... Do you know what? I'm even frightened to ask this question. Will you be doing that, Colin?
What do you think?
Right, okay then. Thanks for calling, both of you.
I'll take that as a yes. Okay. Well,
all right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye. So there we go then. That was Colin and Gary. If you want, obviously, I'm trying to learn what Gary just taught me. So if you'd like to ring Reclaim Radio, since the line is now free, now would be a great time to call us on 0161 818 2627, or you can message us on Facebook and Twitter. My phone is still going. Right, okay, I shall crack on with a bit more music and get myself a small glass of water. So that was Aerosmith and Crying there. So, Reclaim Radio, I can't believe we've only got about 25 minutes left. So I'm just looking for something. I was going to play my samples game today, but I can't do that now. We can do that next week, that's fine. So our old friend Don, by the way, who rang last week for a shop fitter's job, which turned out to be a shop lifter, apparently. Anyway, he got a cold call this week, and he has very kindly sent me the audio and said perhaps the listeners would like to hear it, so I shall play that out for you now.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, my name is Natasha Watson, and I'm calling from Kiln Relief Expert. Hello, is anybody there?
Sorry, who are you calling from?
My company name is Kiln Relief Expert.
Are you a computer?
Can you please confirm if you had an accident within the last 2 to 2 years that wasn't your fault?
Are you a computer?
No, this is just a confirmation call regarding the car accident.
Could you tell me what day it is, please?
If you just hold on 1 second, I'll transfer this call to my supervisor and he'll be able to assist you further.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you doing?
Thank you. This is Michael, the Senior Claim Investigator Officer.
Brilliant.
We had a car accident.
Just a quick, sorry, Michael, did you say?
Yeah?
I've just spoken to Natasha. She phoned me up. I asked her what day it was, and she said she's going to pass me on to the supervisor to answer that question.
Yeah?
How sick is she?
Okay.
Does she not know what day it is?
Yeah, the thing is, sir, we have information regarding your accident in our verification department. But right now, I'm just
Listen, I'll tell you now, I told nobody about the accident. So who's told you about it?
Okay.
Who's told you about it? Bye.
So there you go, though. Then that was another one of Don's calls. I don't think they particularly like speaking to Don, but I could be wrong. I think I have another call lined up on this very busy show. Oh, maybe not. Right, what shall I do? Well, I'm thinking I could play my samples game. I might save that until next week, actually. In fact, I shall play a bit more music and try and fix this call right here on Reclaimed Radio. Ben Folds 5 there, and Landed. I did see that song live, I think, in Manchester. I was going to say a couple of years ago, but it's probably a bit longer than that now. And before that was Crying by Aerosmith. So I think we've got another caller online. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh, hello. And now, you see, I recognise you because your picture's come up. Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Kyle. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
Very pleased to hear that.
Are you shouting into your laptop by any chance?
I'm shouting into my phone.
Oh, right, okay then.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed. So how can I... Do you know what? I've just seen this story, by the way. Which,
all right.
Penny has texted me, which I cannot...
Oh, was it the newspaper headline?
It was. It's good to see the Star are covering it with... it's the Star. It's the Olympics launch night. I was going to mention that. I had so many things to talk about tonight, and I've not got to half of them, which is good. But it says...
That is really good.
It is good. But it says... Willie eating fish in Rio swim course. So there we go. It's good at the Star to give a balanced...
Well, I did read that, but I had absolutely no idea what it meant. That's why I'm ringing up. I just wondered if you could shed some light on what the actual story was about.
I don't know. I mean, I also saw that you've solved your slug problem, possibly. So if you do that,
yes.
I will try and find this for you.
Well, I decided that your listeners were probably very concerned about my slug problem and that perhaps they thought I'd been eaten by the slug. So I thought I'd better ring in and tell you the solution to my slug problem.
And what was it?
Well, I can't actually touch the weaselly little creatures because they're very frightening and slimy and horrible, and nor will my cats. I just kind of sniff them and ignore them. But I did come across one this week that was in the middle of the floor, which completely confused me because where was it coming from? Where was it going? Only the slug knew. So, in a little moment of panic, I got an empty cat food packet, one of the little pouches.
Yeah.
I put it on the kitchen floor in front of the slug, and the slug merrily crawled in. Therefore, I could just pick up the packet, take it outside. Slug removal.
Well, you should do this perhaps as a career.
I'm not sure I could. I can't stand the little creatures.
Oh. Well, perhaps
I
not.
don't like them.
Well, I was going to say, I couldn't work out whether it was your... Right, can you clarify this? Are you vegan or vegetarian?
I am vegetarian.
I'm
a very strict vegetarian.
Ah, right. So Fern will be listening, so that will make sense. In the news, by the way, it does... excuse me. There is a news story that says python sinks its fangs into a man's penis as he sits in the toilet. I think I can say penis. It's.
I think you can. Yes, that's suitable. I can think of many candidates if I was that python.
I'm looking for the Daily Star, by the way, to see whether
to explain the story.
It must have been the Daily Star, surely.
It's got to be, hasn't it? And I thought some of the headlines we saw at the pub quiz last night were a little bit absurd, but that was another level.
Oh, hello, what's this? Christopher Biggins removed from the Celebrity Big Brother house.
Oh, what? No, he can't be removed. You can't remove Biggins.
Over offensive language.
Oh, no, Christopher Biggins doesn't do offensive language.
Since entering Big Brother, he has made a number of comments capable... Sorry, spoiler alert, by the way. Since entering Big Brother, he has made a number of comments capable of causing great offence to housemates and the viewing public. He was my pick to win it.
Yeah, I can't say he's offended me in any shape, way, or form.
Well...
How can Biggins offend anybody?
Well, there you go. He's offensive. It says... Ken Morley was kicked out, wasn't he? Do you remember that?
Yes, Ken was, yes.
I can't see. I cannot find the
story.
The story about the Willy eating fish.
That was an interesting tale.
It could be.
As you know, I don't like fish. They are very scary and horrible. But
I like a bit of tuna, but I don't want it chomping down on. Anyway,
moving on swiftly to the next story.
I'm glad. Go on.
I've missed my friend Colin. Has he rung in?
Colin has rung in. He was on the phone with Gary at one point.
Oh, Gary Big Brother.
Gary Big Brother, Big Brother Gary Craig, and I think it went well. I shall upload it for you, the clean feed, and you can listen back in your own time to it.
Excellent. I shall do that tomorrow. Would you just let Colin... I just wanted to let Colin know that my flood problem was solved. No thanks to him.
Well, I think Colin missed the first hour of the show, but he will probably be listening now, I would imagine.
Well, I missed some too, you see. That's why I'm ringing in now. But Colin, thanks for your help. You were of no help whatsoever. This damsel in distress had to sort herself out.
Well, I don't say things like that. It just gives him ideas. Do you see what I mean?
Do you think so?
Yeah, don't do that. Right, okay. I shall crack on another song. By the way, I might finish with Hazard by Richard Marx, which I thought you'd appreciate.
What a tune.
I thought you would like that. But the next song coming up, you can I was going to say you can introduce it, but you can't see the screen, can you?
No, I don't know what it is.
So if I whisper it, can you say it? It's by Tom Petty. And it's The Last DJ.
Coming up next on ReclaimedRadio, it is Tom Petty, and I've forgotten what you said.
The Last DJ.
The Last DJ.
All right, thanks, Charlie. Ta-ra! Last DJ there by Tom Petty. Every last note right here on Reclaim Radio. So I believe it'll probably be the last call of the night looking at the time. Hello, caller, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Now you see, again, because everything's working as it should do, I can actually see that is Andrea.
Hello.
Hello, you alright?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Excellent. I was going to read your thing out about flat peaches, fleeches.
Bleaches. Well, I can't believe that you've not actually seen a flat peach, because Aldi and Lidl are doing them on offer at the moment.
I have seen the ones that look like earlobes. Is that them?
Yeah, I think them are the ones you're looking at. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm not keen.
I don't know. They're a lot easier to hold than a normal peach.
Why? You just grab it with your hands. If you got the normal complement of fingers and thumbs, surely you'd be fine.
Yeah, but it's easy to bite into a flat peach.
That way you could just pop in your mouth and chew them.
Yeah, no, because your stones get stuck then.
I've probably got a stone in my one and only cherry on my cherry tree, which I've yet to eat. I can't bring myself to eat it.
Oh, I might come round to Rickard's toes and pinch it then.
Well, it's the world's smallest cherry. So, anyway, how can we help you this evening, Andrea?
Well, it's to do with the TV licensing on the iPlayers and things.
Now Fern has been in touch and she said that it does, and I think I did discover this week as well, that it does always say, have you got a TV licence? And you have to click yes, and then it lets you play it. But why would anybody click no? No, I haven't got one.
No, they probably wouldn't, but I was thinking about the detection of it. Like the old detector bands used to have the big like satellite dish signal receivers on to make sure that you had a licence.
I don't even remember seeing those as a kid, you know.
I don't remember seeing them. I've probably seen them in adverts and things when they were doing spoofs.
Mm.
But I did think that maybe they would. Have you ever seen the workmen torches where it's like a rubber band with a torch on the head and they put it round the forehead?
Oh, yeah, like a head torch. Yeah. Do you know, funnily enough, I was trying to fix something on my computer and I was cursing the fact I didn't have one of those, and I really wished they bought one the other week.
Well, there you go. But maybe they could put little detectors on torches like that and have people walking around internet cafes checking people out.
What, watching to see whether people are viewing Homes Under the Hammer?
Yeah.
Have you just, like, banged your head against something there?
Yeah, and it hurt.
Oh, what did you bang your head on?
The headboard.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Don't ask.
Is that... Are you sure you won't be ringing us at this point?
Yeah, definitely.
Ah. But, what about the willy eating fish? What is all that about?
Yeah, but how does the fish know it's only eating willies?
Well, it probably eats anything, doesn't it? You probably stick out in there, you know. Don't know.
If you're in water, I assume that they shrink to nothing inside
what,
budgie
the fish?
smugglers.
The fish?
No, the willies in the budgie smugglers.
Well, I don't. Let's not go bandying willies about willy-nilly.
You started it.
Well, I didn't. I was asking the question if you if you knew about the story. So
I did know about the story, but it's. I think it's been more hyped up than it actually is. It's probably like swimming in a river in Great Britain where you're going to get insects that bite.
Right, but would you swim in a canal in Britain?
No, probably not. Only because it's too cold.
No, well, I wouldn't do that either. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Fern has just said an Arthur Scargill headlamp.
That's the one.
Which is, I think I might do that then. I might go down pit. I think Vicky thinks that's what I do for a living. Actually,
is that a euphemism?
Going down pit? No, I've not been down pit for well, I would say about 4 or 5 years. But anyway, say again. Sorry.
Just checking.
No, I have no truck with that sort of malarkey. Right, well, I'm going to go because I need to play the last song out. Is that all right, Andrea?
That's fine. It's been a good show.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So that's very cool, and I'll speak to you next week anyway. So I'll speak to you in a week.
No worries.
Cool. Thanks for ringing, Andrea.
All right.
See you later. Bye for now. So, as we say, that is like the end of Reclaim Radio, the 2 hours. It's gone really quickly. This song is 4:48, so I'm probably going to go 2 minutes over the 2 hours. But let's not argue, quibble, if I will, about that word. Thank you to everyone that's rang in tonight, and Gary and Fern and Andrea and Colin, Vicky, did I say Vicky? Anyway, everyone that's rung in tonight, I hope you've enjoyed it and taken part. I hope it's entertained you. And yeah, I'll play Hazard by Richard Marx as the last song. Have a good and safe week, and we will see you all next Friday at 7 PM right here on Reclaim Radio with Carl Rickards.
You're listening to Kyle Rickards on Reclaimed Radio.